Welcome back, everybody, to the SI Not Found Goats Tournament 2. I'm Moss, joined by Preston. Preston, say hi. We're filling in for Mark and Nick for the last two matches of the day, and we have had two amazing days of Overwatch for our second tournament, and this day doesn't look to be any different so far. If we can take a look at the bracket here, Carrie. So we've had two games already today. We saw Fortnite Esports just knock off Kung Fu Panda 3, send them down to the losers bracket, and we saw the Gigachad Gamers take an easy win 2-0 over Elmo's Elbow, setting up our losers final match to determine who will be facing Fortnite Esports in the grand finals matchup. We got the Gigachad Gamers facing off against Kung Fu Panda 3. Preston, we've been watching these matches and we've seen these teams play for the past 2 days. You know, we're really starting to see some star players out here. Who are you looking at in particular for this match coming up?
So I think in this match, the main one's Monway, because when it comes to like MVP voting, he's really at the forefront because he's been able to take Gigachad Gamers, which is a pretty average team, a solid team, but an average team, and really just elevate their play with his Reinhardt. So I think Monway is going to be somebody to really keep an eye on, see how he plays, especially for MVP voting, because if they win out and they face Fortnite, who knows what could happen.
Yeah, for me, I'm really looking at Mac Tackle on the side of Kung Fu Panda 3. In the last matchup, you know, Recurve and Mac Tackle really putting in work on these Zaryas, and Mac sometimes, you know, with the carry potential with his team, playing extremely well, extremely cleanly, finding value in basically everything he's doing. I'm just excited, man. Nick kept talk about how excited he was. We're at the end. Fortnite Esports, they already locked up their spot. They're going to be defending their title. Now it's time to see who's going to be joining them. Is it going to be the Gigachad Gamers, eliminated in the second round, making their way through the losers bracket, coming back to the grand finals, or will it be Kung Fu Panda 3 taking out the Gigachad Gamers and getting one more shot at Fortnite Esports? Are we ready to go in?
Looks like.
No, Carrie just told me no, so we're not ready to go in.
Okay, well, we still have stuff to talk about. Really interesting games coming out. I do really like the redemption arc of the Gigachad Gamers, especially because Kung Fu Panda is the one that knocked him out. So kind of coming back with that redemption arc. Really looking forward to the potential of this game and just the rivalry between these two teams.
And the voice in my ear, which is Carrie, is finally telling me that we are ready to go in. So let's head into our first map of this match, which is going to be Ilios. We've seen a lot of Ilios played by both these teams, actually. We're going to start here on Ruins. Preston, I ask you this every time. What are you looking for on this map specifically for these guys to come out strong?
So I think yet again, it's the positioning in the beginning, because at the end of the day, this point's gonna turn just into another meat grinder, like most control point maps do with goats. But it's really, do they decide to stand on the high ground a bit longer to try and surround the other team? Because if you just run in, you can get surrounded, and in goats it's not nearly as bad as it is in like normal 2-2-2 comps, but if you get flanked, there's still a good chance, especially with the Reinhardt and Zarya focusing somebody down, you lose somebody early, and that's just the team fight, honestly, with a lot of these.
I'm interested to see, just, is Kung Fu Panda gonna show any signs of fatigue? They did just play a 3-map series against Fortnite Esports, and I mean, if they win this fight, if they win this match, they're also gonna have to go play in the grand finals, so I want to see a strong performance here. And looks like we are early. Monway falling low very early, gets that Discord orb, getting so much damage thrown at him at once. Both teams sort of playing passive right now, waiting for the control point to unlock. Monway looking to get aggressive. Turtle Panther's shield falling low. Mac Tackle going on a little bit of an off angle though, and able to get one kill along with Washed Abana. And this is going to be an early fight win for Kung Fu Panda 3.
And like I said, you know, it was taking that off angle. It was focusing the supports down that ended up winning them that fight. As soon as that support went down, that was just a one fight for Kung Fu Panda 3, and now we have to see the positioning they'll take for the second fight of this map.
We're gonna, at this point in the tournament, you know, we want to see really great team play, but each individual's got to step up. They gotta hold their own here in this tournament, show that they deserve to be here. Rally comes out early from Washed Up Ana, wants to get aggressive along with the rest of his team. Good transcendence. Oh, both support ultimates used on the side of the Gigachad Gamers as her shatter comes out from Monway and Turtle Pants, but Turtle Pants with the counter shatter gets a lot more value and an easy cleanup here on Ilios.
No, he's Turtle Pants emoting on him. It does not look like they're experiencing fatigue. If anything, they look more warmed up, and they're just using this as a quick mid-set type workout here.
Bomb comes out early from Illumina, see if he can get anything.
Oh.
Bonesaw cut a little bit too far in front of Monway's shield, does die, and just like that, with one ultimate, another easy fight for Kung Fu Panda 3 here.
It just absolutely abusive. Just the way that they're able to just take these fights way too close to the spawn and then just win them, just outright win them through better play, honestly.
Well, we're getting close to final fight territory here for this first point on Ilios. Let's see. Gigachad Gamers coming up on a lot of these tank ults. Turtle Pants has the shatter early. Iteraria uses the rally.
Oh.
Turtle Pants finds 3 with the shatter. Doesn't manage to get any kills off of it, though. 2 tank ultimates coming out on the side of the Gigachad Gamers. Not a whole lot of value found, though. And one thing, Kung Fu Panda 3 is going to take this fight and take the first point here on Ilios. They didn't even have to use their 2 support ultimates there. They weren't scared.
No, it wasn't even close. Monway really slacking. Turtle Pants has got his number on that round. We'll have to see if that continues for the rest of the match, if it's just a round thing. But Turtle Pants hit every shatter, and he generally got 4 per shatter. So Monway's going to have to step up his game, because the shatter game, while it can be unimportant, if they're landing shatters, they're going to win the fights. It's that simple.
Gigachad Gamers, not a great showing there on Ruins. Let's see if they can bring out something better on Lighthouse. To go down 1-0 in this series would be really tough for the momentum, as it's just favoring Kung Fu Panda 3. They look hungry. They just lost. They want that second shot at Fortnite Esports. They want to take down our defending champions. Let's see if they can get through the Gigachad Gamers to do it. Leading 1-0. Gigachad Gamers opting to just go right to the point. Illuminous left caught a little bit out of position. Gets that early fight. Iteraria booped off as well by Turtle Pants. Disastrous here for the Gigachad Gamers to start off this point.
It looks like this is going to be a pretty quick map. Hopefully Gigachad Gamers can do something. Otherwise, they're just going to kind of justify their position in the losers bracket.
Right. Yeah, no team wants to be in that position right now. Bonesaw getting a little bit aggressive early, but does fall back to his team. Turtle Pants has the shatter up this fight, and really no other ultimates online for either team. So let's see how he can get some value out of this. Shatters have been really good early. Trying to get that stun on a Monway. Turtle Pants gets the shatter, finds 1, but not really a whole lot of value taken. No follow-up. Monway falling dangerously low.
Oh.
Gets 2 with the shatter, but killed as the shatter goes out. Again, it's slightly inopportune times. I don't blame him for using that there, but just his health was so low.
And as a Reinhardt, sometimes you aren't worried about that, but it looks like they're pushing towards the spawn.
Bonesaw with a questionable grab. Looks like whoever you looked to catch in that escaped very quickly. Turtle Pants did fall though early. Same with Washabana. Monway gets 2 in this fight. Charging on to point. Falls very low. Protein Shake opts to use the beat drop in order to give his team that little extra bit of health. Illuminous does get demeched. Bonesaw. And now the kills coming in on the side of the Gigachad Gamers, and they're going to be able to take this point here on Ilios.
So that really was them punishing the overextension, but I don't know how long it's going to last, considering Kung Fu Panda 3 is coming back with 6 ultimates in 2-fight territory. This is going to be very, very dangerous for the Gigachad Gamers. We're going to have to see if they can juggle ults properly to stop from just getting absolutely wiped by these ultimates.
Kung Fu Panda 3 opting to take the high ground now, rotating into this small room, trying to bait out this rotation. Now here come all the ults from both teams. Transcendence coming out from both. Illuminous with a bomb finds 2. Greenie's bomb doesn't find anybody. Turtle Pants with a shatter for good measure. And like you just said, they had 6 ults, and but they only used 4 though. They kept on to 2 crucial support ultimates.
They did, and I don't think that it's gonna really matter, considering I don't know if the tank ults are gonna be up in time for the support ults to really matter. So we'll have to see going into this fight if they build up those tank ults.
Monoway 98 to the shatter. Kung Fu Panda 3 playing a little bit split. Wash Tabana from the back line. Monoway drops the shatter, gets 1, but isn't able to find any kills off of it. Wash Tabana with the rally just to give his team some staving power. Grab comes out from Bonesaw. Kills still being traded across both teams. It looks like, though, Kung Fu Panda 3 has the numbers advantage, and they're going to hang on if they can get this kill onto Greeny, which they will. And they're going to take Ilios here in a pretty convincing map 1.
Very, very decisive map win there. That was killer for the Gigachad gamers. It's going to be really tough to come back from that, just considering how much of a just outright win that was.
Yeah, I mean, I said it yesterday. Every team that's still in the bracket as of yesterday, they deserve to be here. Even if they're in the losers bracket, we had a lot of stiff competition, and I still believe that today. But the Gigachad gamers, I mean, they got to come out stronger. Kung Fu Panda 3 has been a real highlight, looking very strong, sitting right under Fortnite Esports. It seems to be the second best team in this tournament. But if the Gigachad gamers want to keep their hopes alive and they want to crack at the grand finals, they got to play a little bit better than that. And we will see if they can do that right after this break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody, to the last day of the second SI Not Found Goats tournament. Just saw Kung Fu Panda 3 go up 1-0 on the Gigachad gamers in a very convincing map win on Ilios.
They didn't even go to a third round. They didn't need it. Gigachad gamers got a total of 33% to Kung Fu Panda's 200. Just a really dominant performance coming out. With Mac Tackle leading the charge, doing a great job shot calling, and Monway was just getting kind of bullied by Turtle Pants. Gigachad gamers really looked like they were scared that map, so we'll have to see if they're able to turn that around going into Hollywood.
Well, like you just said, our second map is going to be the Gigachad gamers pick onto Hollywood. Let's see if they can even up the series as we head in right now. So we've seen a lot of Hollywood in this tournament compared to the last one. We saw mainly just Kings Row there. Kind of an interesting, just kind of interesting to think about. We went from, pretty much all Kings Row, seeing a lot of Hollywood teams showing a lot of variety here in this tournament.
It is interesting that people are picking Hollywood. Generally, it's the teams that are weaker at GOATs, like Gigachad gamers, stuff like that, where they're still a very strong team, but they just got outclassed by their opponents, so they're going to Hollywood. I think it's kind of just a way to throw them off, but we'll have to see.
Ooh, the quote coming out in chat. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, some serious trash being talked. Wow. So, Focus actually subbing in for Bonesaw on Zarya. We haven't seen him play throughout this entire tournament, so I'm interested to see, is he some sort of secret weapon? Is Bonesaw just boomed? Or, yeah, I'm interested to see how he plays.
I'm curious to see if subbing him in at this point in time is also a detriment to the performance and just the overall team chemistry.
Well, the Gigachad gamers opting to hold the high ground, as Kung Fu Panda 3 looking to take the long rotate up to high ground, kind of trying to just bait out a drop here, not really doing anything. Little bit of time ticking off the clock, and now they kind of split. Oh, now they're very split on the side of the Gigachad gamers. Finally, they all decide to hop down to point to stop this rotation around the back. Washed Up Ana falling very low to start off this fight. Greeny with the Discord Orb on the side of the Gigachad gamers, also falling low. Turtle Pants, anyone who has these Discord Orbs, both teams doing a really good job of focusing down. And like, as I say that, Monoway picks up a kill into Washed Up Ana, but Greeny also gets DMAC'd by Illuminous. But Gigachad gamers gonna look to get a little bit aggressive here, but Mac Tackle punishing it. Trades coming out from both teams. Still anybody's fight. Spawn advantage is on the side of Kung Fu Panda 3 as Mac Tackle just heads to point on his own. Maismel backing him up a little bit along with Stratocaster. And it looks like there's going to be a soft reset on the side of Kung Fu Panda 3.
That was a really good fight from the Gigachad gamers, really using that cover well in order to mitigate damage.
Both Reinhardt's dropping shatters at the same
That's
time.
huge.
Bigger shatter coming out on the side of Monway though. Protein Shake opts to drop the beat and is killed during it, but it looks like the fight has already been won from the Gigachad gamers.
Those were some interesting ults. I'll say that. Turtle Pants using his ult. I understand the ult usage. He just got a little bit unlucky. Monway got his off first. But Protein Shake, I feel like questionable would be a bit of an understatement for the usage of that ult, especially since you're low and you've already won the fight.
Mac Tackle has the grab online, but Lep does have that Transcendence up. Gonna be saving it for that ultimate here. Illuminous onto the high ground just to get a little bit of poke. Try and bait a drop. Again, Kung Fu Panda 3 looking to take this back rotation. Greeny drops down initially, maybe looking to chase. And Gigachad gamers, again, gonna drop down in the same fashion and meet these guys before they can even get on to point. Mac Tackle again with that grab. Washed up on him, pushes the rally early. Greeny throwing the bomb into the corner. Doesn't find any value. Both Graviton on both sides coming out. 6-man shatter from Monway though. And already has another one, uses it. Turtle Pants though does find Protein Shake as kills start to come in on the side of Kung Fu Panda 3. A lot of ultimates used there, and Kung Fu Panda 3 able to stave off, even in that tiny room where so much damage can just be thrown around.
And that one really just came down to great support ult usage, but they didn't overuse the ults, right? They used beat, and while they had trans, they didn't need it, they didn't use it. So they still have that, even though focus is only on 32%. Lep with a really odd kill there.
Stratocaster is going to get close spawn though, so he should be back to his team very quickly, especially if it's a Lucio. You know, man's kind of speedy.
It's his whole thing.
Let's look to see. No Defran grabs coming out from Kung Fu Panda 3. They're not playing any funny business. They want to just get the job done here. Turtle Pants, early Transcendence from Mazemel. They just want to play very aggressive, and it looks to be working. Mac Tackle gets the early pick onto Terraria. Turtle Pants caught a little bit out in no man's land, though. Good healing and support from the rest of his team. He drops the shatter. It gets blocked. Monway drops a shatter of his own, finds 2, and the kills start to come in. But the grab from Mac Tackle, very interesting with only half his team alive. But they do find Protein Shake. Grab now comes out on the side of Focus. They do get Mac Tackle, and the Gigachad gamers are going to be able to stabilize here early on Hollywood.
So while the ult sequencing there was unorthodox, it really worked because all of the ults played off of one another, and the support ults were used more for mid-fight sustain rather than when the tank ultimates came out.
Terraria, both Brigittes dropping the rally, giving their teams a little bit of health, and both teams looking like they're just going to wait each other's rallies out. They don't want to fight. All that extra armor makes it so hard, even with the amount of damage that Ghost can push out. Now Turtle Pants wants to push the aggression. Monway gets stunned, drops down to about half health. Greeny throws out the bomb early, looking to see if he can get any kills. Finds Mazemel, Protein Shake in the process, killing Turtle Pants while trying to shield his team from the bomb. Illuminous throws out a bomb of his own, finds Protein Shake, getting a little interesting. Monway able to pick up trades coming out from tanks. Both tanks for each team doing a lot of damage, doing a lot of work. Focus able to pick up Mac Tackle, playing very well so far since he's been subbed in. Monway falling very low, has the shatter, looks to use it, gets 3 people. Turtle Pants drops a shatter of his own, doesn't find anybody, but Monway dies early. Numbers in favor of Kung Fu Panda 3. Focus throws out the Graviton Surge, kind of questionable. No real follow-up there. Stratocaster falling very low. Terraria throwing out the rally. Team giving his team a little bit more sustain just to hold out on this long fight. Turtle Pants going very deep into enemy territory and paying left with a kill onto Turtle Pants and a D-Mech into Illuminous. Now Mazemel. Transcendence is coming up from both teams, and Grab coming up from Mac Tackle. This is a very long fight here. Illuminous gets remexed. Protein Shake throws out the beat. Both teams just want to fight this. Focus getting some kills, doing a very good job so far. Bomb from Illuminous doesn't find anybody, and the Gigachad gamers throughout that long fight able to hold on.
Really odd fight there, just because of the extended length of it and the odd timings of the ultimates, because I feel like they really were odd. Some of them were questionable, and I think that's why the Kung Fu Panda 3 ended up losing, because they just didn't have the support ults at the right time for them to stay alive, mid-fight or ults.
Ultimate's coming up online for both teams. Focus used to grab in that last fight. Already has another one, but falling dangerously low. Uses it very early here. Let's see if the bomb combo can pay off. And it does, but the damage was already done, and a huge shadow there on the side of Monway. A couple tank ults coming out, a lot committed there, but it seems to work out for the Gigachad gamers, and we're in final fight territory here, Preston.
Not a huge fan of that. In fact, I'm not a fan of that because it was an overcommit of
Mac
tank
tackle?
ults, and Mac Tackle just staggered himself.
That's
in the last
bad.
fight.
Stratocaster uses the beat early. Turtle Pants drops a shatter, gets 2 with it. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get any kills, even with all that extra healing that Stratocaster's beat is doing. Protege getting close to a beat of his own, but the kills already coming in early from the Gigachad gamers. Good defense here on Hollywood.
That was an amazing hold from the Gigachad gamers. They really quit looking scared. I don't know if it was just the map, or if it was them just getting those jitters out and warming up. They looked really good. They were playing really well, and they were winning fights where I don't know if they should have been winning those fights. And that's the sign of a good GOATS team, where they're down and they should be losing, but through proper ultimate usage and just good mechanics, they're able to win out those fights.
Even with the sub onto focus, still looking very good on the Zarya here. And the ultimates, finally had one real proper combo with the grab bomb combo at the end there by the Gigachad gamers. Ults kind of being thrown out on each side whenever they want, but some of them, they're hitting, so why not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess.
That's definitely one way to look at it, but considering GOATS is a well-oiled machine, it is kind of throwing a wrench into the works, and I think that's where a lot of these teams really need to tighten up their play, because when you look at greats like the Vancouver Titans, the San Francisco Shock, they may have used their ults when they were man down, but it was a very different style of ult usage, and it was generally pairing up, or they were able to just follow up by themselves. Like a Zarya can follow up on her own grabs, so that's very important when you're looking at 5v6 scenarios.
Gigachad gamers had a very strong defense, setting themselves up really well to take Hollywood here. Let's see how they fare on their attack. Turtle Pants falls low very early as Momway wants to get aggressive. Caught a little bit out of enemy lines. Greeny finds the early pick on the Turtle Pants, though. That's a huge pick on the side of the Gigachad gamers. Tanks falling low on both sides. Mac Tackle getting pressured down. Illuminous stuck in the small room. Mac Tackle opts to go take that health pack off on the other side. So quick retake on the side of Kung Fu Panda 3 here. Trying to do anything but focus. Such high energy. Doing a lot of work in the back line. Picking off all the healers. And a really nice attack here to start off by Gigachad gamers.
Great coordination there, keeping Monway up even though he was very vulnerable on his back there for a little bit. And even though they rotated off of the high ground, Kung Fu Panda 3 just wasn't able to make it happen. And the Gigachad gamers were able to take that fight easy. And now we're in probably a 2-fight territory here with 3 on the cart. They might be able to negate that with 1 to 1 with Mets phones.
Kung Fu Panda 3 opting to take the high ground. The ultimate economy definitely favoring the Gigachad gamers after a very strong attack. And now they're already more than halfway. They're, less than 10 meters away from finishing this map. Ult's coming out from both sides. Monway drops the shatter, doesn't find anybody. Illuminous' bomb, though, finds Protein Shake. Graviton Surge comes out from both Zarya, no one kills. Turtle Pants with a huge shatter, though. Really nice ult usage here from Kung Fu Panda 3. Greeny's bomb gets 3, though. They have to stay on the card. Turtle Pants falling very low. Rally coming out from Washabana just to try and help his teammates as much as he can. Illuminous finds left, but Monway with the shatter, and it looks like that's all she wrote. A really dominant attack here by the Gigachad gamers, able to take Hollywood and tie up the series 1-1.
Monway called map with that shatter. He said, "We are done. I am ready to get out of here." Really great play there. And a lot of these fights have actually gone against a lot of what I've been saying earlier, because the ultimates are lining up really well. They're using their ultimates properly. It's coming down to mechanics, and we're really seeing who the better GOATS Reinhardt is, right? Because just because you're the better Reinhardt in comp right now, GOATS Reinhardt plays completely differently, and it's just a completely differently wired human being.
Well, I mean, whatever they're doing, it's working. Gigachad Gamers on their own map pick, able to tie up the series 1-1 with Kung Fu Panda 3. They want that shot at Fortnite Esports. They want the shot at the grand finals. They want to become our second GOATS champions. Can either of these teams knock out Fortnite Esports? Both teams looking very possible right now, Preston. Kung Fu Panda 3, while they didn't look too strong on that map, haven't really been playing too poorly. Gigachad Gamers just showing why they pick Hollywood. Very well practiced, and their strategy showing off.
I agree. I think that we'll have to see in the next map. It is Kung Fu Panda's pick, so that will definitely play into it. We're gonna have to see if they're able to take the win on their map and then get the rematch.
All right. Well, with that, before we come back with our last match of the series, we're going to take a quick break. Do not go anywhere. We got some awesome Overwatch coming your way. Welcome back, everybody, to the last day of the SNI Found GOATS Tournament 2. We're in the middle of an awesome match here. Our losers finals, winner of this match between the Gigachad Gamers and Kung Fu Panda 3 are going to be taking on Fortnite Esports in our grand finals matchup. Kung Fu Panda 3 came out very early, looking dominant on Ilios, but Gigachad Gamers fighting back with a very, very strong showing on Hollywood there, Preston.
They did. They played a really great Hollywood, and now we're going to Rialto. Stratocaster getting subbed out for Pingu, so we'll have to see how that plays into the whole mess that is this match. But this map is going to be very, very key.
And again, winner of this map and this match goes on to face Fortnite Esports in our grand finals. Chat, get hype. This is going to be an awesome map. We're going to load right in now to Rialto. So again, with escort maps, you know, we've seen kind of we saw a good amount of Rialto in our last tournament, and we're seeing it again here. Why do you think teams are opting for Rialto here, Preston?
It is a really fun map when both teams play GOATS. When one team plays GOATS and the other one doesn't, it's not nearly as fun. But when you're both playing GOATS, there's a lot of corners that you can leverage on defense or on attack, and that really helps just the overall flow and the vibe of the map be very pro GOATS. There's some maps where you just don't play GOATS on it because it just doesn't work. But stuff like Rialto, Kings Row, maps where Reinhardt is good, GOATS is great. And so it's really, really nice to see a map like Rialto with the corners, but the flanking opportunities, the meme opportunities are not to be understated with this map. And the fact that, you know what, if you want to, you can just run into their spawn and just beat them down with a big ass hammer, throw a couple ults into their spawn just to make them feel bad about themselves, maybe get a cheeky boop in the process, and it's just a really fun map to kick off.
Well, it looks like the Gigachad Gamers are going to try and attempt everything that you just said in the last 15 seconds. Going to opt to hold very close right up here on the card. They don't want to give him any free progress. Kung Fu Panda 3 looking to drop down, finally do. Mac tackle, Pingu. They had the sandwich on Terraria in the back line. So crucial here. Protein Shake able to find Turtle Pants, but the spawn advantage obviously going to be favoring Kung Fu Panda 3. The thing is with this hold, it's not too damaging for Gigachad Gamers once they lose, because again, they haven't pushed the cart a lot. The goal of that there is just to take up as much time, just kill some time off the clock.
Especially when Kung Fu Panda 3 just decides to chill on the cart. It doesn't really help them push that and gain the advantage that they should by defeating that spawn hold.
Mac Tackle taking a lot of these off angles, playing slightly away from his Reinhardt while we're not directly in the meat of the team fights, trying to get some cheeky picks or some early damage. And Monway does have the shatter up already, opts to use it, finds one. The kill onto Washdamana does not come through though. Illuminous opts to throw out the bomb, doesn't find anybody, but kills being traded, both Briggs down for each team. But now focus falls on the side of Gigachad Gamers, fell off the map. Beats coming out from both teams here. Lep, good transcendence, but the damage to Monway is a lot. This healing is coming through. Greeny and Protein Shake finally coming back to support him a little bit. Monway gets the pin. Turtle Pants with another shatter. Drops it, doesn't find anybody. Bomb from Greeny also doesn't find anybody. Kung Fu Panda 3 still fighting on the point here. Numbers sort of dwindling for the Gigachad Gamers. Still just contesting as long as they can, but now it looks like Kung Fu Panda 3 is going to continue pushing the cart.
I'm surprised the Gigachad gamers were able to contest that long, considering they just got split up and kind of picked off by themselves, while Kung Fu Panda 3 remained as a solid unit.
And just like that, two fights won, and an easy first point push by Kung Fu Panda 3 here on Rialto. They looked very good in their earlier match today on this map. Let's see if they can continue this push. Monway, though, does have the shatter. Turtle Pants getting very close to his own. Focus the same with the grab. So let's see how these tank ultimates can be leveraged here in this next fight. See if they can allow them to get any progress stopped. And
yes.
Just as I say that, a 5-man shatter coming out from Monway and a grab from Focus. Still, though, the amount of healing from the Transcendence and the rally, just a lot for the Gigachad gamers to try and fight through. Kill comes on to Iteraria, so Gigachad gamers playing without their Briggs, but as Monway gets another shatter, Washed Up Ana does fall, so both teams playing without their Briggs now. Greeny kind of caught out of position a little bit, does fall. DMAC and fall, same with Protein Chick, and Gigachad gamers are just going to retreat here.
I think they have to. I don't think there's anything else they can do, considering they have just been getting too aggressive and they've been splitting up, and that's really been costing them these fights that they should otherwise be taking with the proper ultimate usage that they're demonstrating.
Well, Mac Tackle has the grab, but Lep does have the Transcendence, so hopefully he can say that he's been very good with those reactionary Transcendences, and it's no different here. The Trans comes out and his team stays alive. Turtle Pants, though, with the shatter. See if he drops one. Greeny throws out the bomb. Conway falls early in the fight to Mazemel. So much healing coming out from Pingu's beat drop. Illuminous opts to throw in the beat with no shield. The bomb, sorry. No kills found on the side of the Gigachad gamers. Still just getting rolled over here on this attack by Kung Fu Panda 3.
So on defense, it's really important that you stick together as a team. And I think that Monway is honestly experiencing the exact opposite problem from what he was experiencing earlier. And now he's getting too aggressive, and he's allowing himself to kind of be enveloped by Kung Fu Panda 3.
Earth Shatter and Graviton Surge coming up on the side of the Gigachad gamers. Let's see if they can get any good value out of these ultimates. Good ultimate, good counter shatter coming out, finding Focus. Focus not able. Monway, though, drops a 2-man shatter of his own, but so much healing coming out on the side of Kung Fu Panda 3 from that Transcendence. And now Protein Chick and Lep opting to use their ults to give their team a lot of that healing to take out Mac Tackle's grab. Turtle Pants falls, though, early. Illuminous gets demacked, and this might be the fight that the Gigachad gamers needed.
I think that this is a great way to turn the tide and to kind of stem the bleeding. But a lot of damage has already been done. I mean, we're halfway through the third point with 3 minutes left. Now, granted, the last point is the easiest point to hold, especially when you hold somewhere up here and you're able to take 2 fights without them touching the cart. But it does look like Gigachad Gamers is going to back up a little bit. They're probably going to fight on cart, and they're going to use the natural high ground that they get from that ramp.
Both Reinhardt's very close to their shatters. Mac Tackle also has that grab up. Focus doesn't have it up exactly yet. Lep with no Transcendence, no support ults to save themselves from that grab. Great grab there from Mac Tackle, recognizing that those support ults are not up yet. Lep dies just as he gets the Transcendence, and Kung Fu Panda 3 is going to continue to push the cart here.
And that's the difference between a good Zenyatta and a great Zenyatta. A great Zenyatta has that trans up already, has been shooting tanks all day. And that's what Zen's supposed to do, is just shoot at the tanks, plink him down until he gets trans.
Turtle Pants drops a shatter. Mama drops him one of his own, gets 3. 2 kills already come out before Pingu can drop the beat. So the numbers game definitely going to be favoring Gigachad Gamers along with the spawn advantage, and it looks like they're going to be able to clean up here with 2 minutes left for.
And I really like the shot calling there, because there was an opportunity to overcommit ults, and they didn't. Because while those 2 picks came out, it would have been really easy, you know, they don't have a beat, throw a bomb, but they're keeping that bomb, so they're hoping to win another fight for free on the back of a couple of ultimates.
Kung Fu Panda 3, again, leading it, down in the ultimate economy. Tank ultimate slowly coming online. I mean, we know how quickly Turtle Pants or any Reinhardt and Goats can build this shatter. The bomb from Illuminous finds 2, though. 2 healers. Disastrous again for the Gigachad Gamers. Greeny's bomb, though, finds Turtle Pants somehow. Shield gets broken. Illuminous gets demeched, but the damage is already done. And I don't know if any Protein Shakes can come out and try and touch, but it doesn't seem like he will. He does manage to get back onto the cart. Terraria, though, pops the rally just so he can somewhat have the health to get back to cart. The grab right in the spawn from Mac Tackle. The kills coming out left and right, and now they're just going to be staggering for as long as they can. Monway, though, with a 4-man shatter, but the damage is in there, and Turtle Pants with a counter shatter finds Monway and Greeny. But again, the spawn advantage still favoring Gigachad Gamers, but the damage coming out from Turtle Pants as Kung Fu Panda 3 completes Rialto with 55 seconds left.
So, while it may have just been staggering, it actually ended up doing a lot because, as you see, they're below a minute, so overtime isn't nearly as lethal now, because previously overtime would be you have a draw or you have nothing. So they're able to, or wait, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Never mind. But still, it's important that they got under a minute. That'll help them out a lot. So we'll have to see how they're able to attack this map.
Yeah, I mean, Kung Fu Panda 3 coming out and responding very well here. You know, Gigachad Gamers came out and really just dominated on Hollywood. And with this pick on Rialto, I mean, Gigachad had a lot of bright spots in that defense. And ultimately, I mean, they got to the third point with 3 or 4 minutes left. You know, holding them up to 55 seconds, not terrible on the side of the Gigachad Gamers as long as they can get at least an equal attack time here.
So we'll have to see if this flank goes the way. They aren't even flanking, they're just holding up at the spawn door. I thought they were going to try for the flank, but they decided against that. We'll have to see how Gigachad Gamers decides to respond to this this left positioning from the Kung Fu Panda.
And Gigachad rolls out here, trying to take cart. Starts pushing cart initially early. Both teams fighting a cart. Monway falling, though, very early. Terraria getting picked way too early in this fight. Turtle Pants with 3 quick kills. And an easy hold here for Kung Fu Panda 3. Your Brig cannot die first. This happened a lot in the last tournament.
And that's just how it has to be if you're going to hold up by a spawn. You got to get those quick kills or you're just going to get bled out. So it's really key that you make them hard reset. Otherwise, they won't have to, and you're just going to get chunked down and lose the fight.
I mean, all of these ultimates kind of even for both teams, but Turtle Pants already has to shatter off the back of those 3 kills.
Oh,
and he gets a big one, 4-man shatter. Monway, though, finds Pingu in the process. So not a whole lot. Turtle Pants finds Terraria again, but Monway doing some serious damage, chunking down these guys, trying to assert some Reinhardt dominance. They're going to get some big staggers here onto Illuminous and Mazewell as they finally can get some cart progress here.
Monway was not happy with what happened in that first fight. And even though Monway diff right there, even though he got shattered, he was able to bring that fight back and he was able to win that.
Speaking of shatter, Monway has a shatter along with Focus is getting very close to that Graviton Surge. Both ultimates up now. They're going to try and just get a little bit of push on the cart, waiting for Kung Fu Panda 3 to become the aggressors and attack them. Washtabana drops the rally early, trying to give some trying to get some ultimates here. Ultimates coming out from both teams. Protein Shake dropping the beat, and Mazemel with the Transcendence. Big shatter there from Onway, finds 3, and the kills coming through. Blue in the kill feed here for the Gigachad Gamers. Get a couple of these picks, and it's going to be an early and easy win to push the first point here on Rialto.
And they were really able to just roll from that first fight when they were able to use their ults. And they have a pretty similar time bank to when Kung Fu Panda 3 came through the first time as well. But they decide they're taking it to the spawn.
A little bit pinched here with, oh my god, Turtle Pants finding 2, 3 in that fight. That over-aggression, I mean, they didn't really have a whole lot to lose. They were just trying to get some free progress. Pingu responds with a main-tank difference of his own. And, I mean, Gigachad Gamers just got to reset here.
I don't think they're really sure who to blame for winning or losing. But the D.Va is going on a huge flank here. We'll have to see if she uses her bomb well.
Rally coming out early from Terraria. Bomb coming in the backline from Illuminous. Finds 3. The flank pays off. And another easy fight win there by Kung Fu Panda 3.
And we didn't see this come out from Gigachad Gamers when they were defending. this is gonna really hurt the time bank going forward, and they're gonna have a really hard time completing this map.
Ultimate economy overall leading for Kung Fu Panda 3. They have less up, but they're growing very close to a lot of these ultimates here. Gigachad Gamers finally back on the point. Kung Fu Panda 3 backs up a little bit. Turtle Pants and Monway both have these shatters. Graviton Surge comes out early from Mac Tackle. Ultimates coming out left and right. Shatter from Turtle Pants finds one. Protein Shake falls though, and now the damage being done. Greeny throwing in the bomb just for good taking, and Mac Tackle does fall, and Monway dies, and Gigachad Gamers gonna try and contest here, but it looks like they're just gonna reset.
And that's huge because now they're going down below 230.
Oh.
And they aren't even close. Now, granted, they should be able to take this next fight with those 2 picks and the spawn advantage.
2 supports not in the fight. Gigachad Gamers trying to push the aggressive on Kung Fu Panda 3. Maze Meld a huge stagger onto that, dies with the Transcendence. So now the Gigachad Gamers, they can leave up on the cart. They can afford to get aggressive here. Monway drops the shatter, finds 3. Turtle Pants melted down immediately. Illuminus throws the bomb into the backline, see if he can get any kills off of it. Cannot. All blue in the kill feed. Pingu finally gets back to cart just to contest some of this free push that they're getting. But the bleeding is just keeps going on the side of Kung Fu Panda 3. Gigachad Gamers really good pushing through the second phase of Rialto.
And it seems like all it takes is one fight. Gigachad has to win 1 fight per cart push, and they've had a really hard time doing it. They've been losing a couple of fights, but as soon as they get that cut, you know, all that for a single drop of blood, it just starts hemorrhaging.
Washed Abana and Terraria choosing to use their rallies. Graviton Surge comes out from Mac Tackle, but the good Transcendence in response from Lep. Beat and rally. Oh, Beat used as well on the side of the Gigachad Gamers. Focus uses a grab of his own, but it gets eaten by Illuminus a little late on that. Turtle Pants drops a shatter of his own, finds 4, and the damage comes through. The follow-up, good follow-up onto Monway. Greeny also demeched, and Gigachad Gamers is going to be halted here with their attack on Rialto.
I'm curious to see where they decide to hold as well, because if they go back to point, they are gonna make it a 1-fight affair. But as you see, everybody's getting kind of mad right now. Everybody's putting main tank difference. Definitely some bad blood between these teams. We'll have to see how it settles out here.
Well, I would expect that bad blood between both of these teams. I mean, Kung Fu Panda 3 knocked Gigachad Gamers down to the losers bracket. So Gigachad Gamers would really like to have that match back, and would also really like to get another shot at Kung Fu Panda 3 and get a shot at Fortnite Esports. And on the other side, Kung Fu Panda 3 just knocked out by Fortnite Esports. And as I say that, Illuminus with the 3K and then gets the 4K with a follow-up in the Baby Diva. Illuminus coming up huge here.
Illuminus is having himself a game. These bombs are massive, and I'm not sure if Monway's shield got broken there or if he just dropped it. I imagine he didn't drop it, but you never know.
5 ultimates up on the side of Kung Fu Panda 3. See if they choose to use them early here, and they do. Mac Tackle and Turtle Pants, great coordination on that Graviton Surge, and a quick 5K coming in for the rest of the team. And Gigachad Gamers, their attack was looking really good, now kind of getting halted here in this last point.
Yet again, they're getting stalled out, and so it's going to take a really good push, and it's going to take a really good fight. But being down 3 ultimates, it's going to be tough, especially considering that while a lot of their ults are almost up, they're going to have to fight a fight before they get all 6.
Mac Tackle on the high ground, no one really pressuring. An interesting hold here. Turtle Pants drops the shatter, doesn't find anybody. Left with the early Transcendence. Terraria throws out the rally to give his team that extra armor so they can keep fighting. Turtle Pants dies, and Monway with a big shatter of his own. Pingu throws the beat down, but the damage might already be done here. Mac just trying to fight with all that extra health, but both tanks falling very low. Same with Pingu. Mazemo falls as well, and the Gigachad Gamers got that one fight that they need with 43 seconds left to complete the map.
So we'll have to see, especially once Contest comes out. It's going to be kind of tough, but they're leading on ults big time, so they're going to have to really leverage that. It looks like there will be one more true team fight before a full cap, but it's going to be a really scrappy one, to say the least.
Graviton Surge has come out from both teams early. Oh, and Greeny with the bomb! A huge bomb inside that Graviton Surge, and then Monway with a big shatter of his own. It's all blue in the kill feed! And the Gigachad Gamers are going to be able to take Rialto, complete the map before they go into overtime. That's huge.
And so now we're going to have to see, because the Gigachad gamers have not been having a very good time winning those first couple of fights. So being down time the way they are could really hurt them in the beginning. Whereas we saw Kung Fu Panda 3 come out and just kind of roll. This is going to be a very, very important overtime for the Gigachad gamers. They're going to have to figure something out because they don't have time to stall out. They don't have time to just kind of sit there and spin in the mud. They got to get their ass in gear and they got to get going.
See what they opt to do here, Kung Fu Panda 3, on this first defense. They do have the bigger time bank, so I wonder, I mean, I think the smart move would be to just hold up right at their spawn, try and just chunk down as much as that 1 minute time bank. That's really not a whole lot of time to try and push before you just roll into overtime, and it looks like they're going to do just that. Kung Fu Panda 3 moving towards their spawn, opting, again, not to take the sneaky approach like a lot of teams did in the last tournament, just trying to fight them right at the door.
And it worked last time, and I don't blame them for trying it. Now, granted, I do think it's a little bit risky, because if you get beat, you do get a second fight if you get there in time and if you play it properly, but they have not been playing the refights properly. So we're going to have to really see if this pays off or if this makes it really tough for them.
The Gigachad gamers fully expecting this. Focus falling dangerously low early, taking all that extra damage from the Discord Orb. Turtle Pants also falling very low. Focus has not been healed up. He's on like 1 health and he dies. No one healing him. No one healing.
That's huge though.
But Greeny, though, able to kill off Turtle Pants. Mac Tackle takes off Monway. The spawn advantage is in favor of the Gigachad gamers as their door is right there. But, oh, the damage coming out is too much from Kung Fu Panda 3 here early.
Gigachad gamers get free push now, though, because of that kill on Turtle Pants. Turtle Pants a little bit too aggressive, a bit too much damage came in. So it's not like it's 0-0. We'll have to see how this second fight goes here, playing around this bank corner.
Well, let's see. Both Reinhardts sort of swinging away, just trying to work towards that Earth Shatter. Mono already has it, looking for an opportune time. Good block there from Turtle Pants. 2 support ultimates coming out on this side of Kung Fu Panda 3. Same with the Gigachad gamers, trying to just give their teams as much of a chance as they can to fight this. Mac Tackle builds up the grab very quickly, but Lep, great use of the Transcendence to keep his team alive. Illuminus throws up his bomb, though we know how lethal these have been. Aren't able to find any kills.
Oh no.
Gigachad gamers, Monway falls close to the Shatter. Focus throws out the Graviton Surge, but not a whole lot of damage to follow up on it. And Kung Fu Panda 3 playing this perfectly, able to hold off Gigachad gamers. And that's it. That's all the attack they're gonna get here.
This is still anybody's map though. With a minute 44, if you got a really good hold at spawn, Gigachad gamers could come in and win this. We will have to see. It's gonna be really tough for them though. Gonna be really, really tough for them to win this, especially considering some of the play we've seen. Monway there on that last fight, you gotta be careful. And he just kind of ran in head first, didn't really. I feel like I've said this on stream, his balls got big and his brain got small, and he was hunting for blood and he wasn't able to find it, and he ended up getting picked.
Well, they have the extra 45-second buffer, but like you said, 1 or 2 good holds at the spawn, even if they lose the fight, still can be disastrous for their time bank here, Kung Fu Panda 3. But again, the spawn advantage does not favor Gigachad gamers, so if they die, they gotta get back quickly, because they don't have a lot of buffer for that cart to move.
If they die, they just lose. At the end of the day, if somebody plays a bit too aggressive, so they aren't holding at spawn, which I respect. I think that's the right play. Especially when spawn holds haven't really been going well for them. They've kind of been getting picked and they've been losing. And while spawns still favor Kung Fu Panda 3 here, it's not nearly as bad. You have some natural cover and it's not like they come right back into the fight. There's a little bit of a geographical buffer there.
Right, Kung Fu Panda 3 dropping down, assuming they would be holding at spawn, but they're not. They just want to get as much free card push before they really initialize this fight. Washed up on and Mac Tackle taking a slight off angle, trying to get some damage. Left falling low in the back line, but the Gigachad gamers really wanted to play aggressive here. They don't want to give them any free cart progress. Now backing up as Kung Fu Panda 3 just heals up and waits. Mac Tackle back onto the cart just to, again, keep pushing this. Not a whole lot of distance they have to go with nearing a minute left on the time bank. Monway falling low, gets stunned, falls dangerously low. If he dies here, it might be it. Mac Tackle getting very aggressive. Monway with the Shatter gets Mac Tackle, but he's able to get around that corner. Max tackle though, 96 to the Graviton Surge, gonna be huge. Lep and Protein Shake both falling very close to their ultimates. Good use of the beat there from Lep, and now and Protein Shake, but the huge shatter comes on the side of Turtle Pants, and the bomb from Illuminate does it, and Kung Fu Panda 3. They want that rematch. They're not going anywhere unless this bomb from Greeny, it's not able to be enough. And Kung Fu Panda 3 gonna take the series here on Rialto and get that one shot to get that one shot back at Fortnite Esports in our grand finals matchup.
Man, that is tough. That is really unfortunate there because the shatter and the bomb combo just ended up winning the game. Really, really good play coming out from both these teams. I really like the way they staggered out that fight, and that's a tough way to go out. But at the end of the day, it was a really good match, and you can keep your head up high.
So now we're gonna take a look at our bracket here. As you can see, we're almost complete. We have one match left, and you guys know what it is. It is our grand finals matchup between Fortnite Esports and Kung Fu Panda 3. Both teams are going to be playing multiple matches today. This will be Fortnite Esports' second, but this will be Kung Fu Panda 3's third game in a row. And, you know, they've looked pretty solid, and I came out saying if they look fatigued, it might not be to their advantage. It might be to the Gigachad gamers' advantage, but they came out looking as strong as they did in their semifinal matchup. Do you think that fatigue is going to start to settle in here, especially against a team like Fortnite Esports?
I think it could, especially because you see how angry people are getting, and if there's one game that makes people angry, it's Overwatch.
For sure.
So I don't know how much it's fatigue from playing the 3 matches. Definitely going into a longer series, that's not going to help. But it's just kind of the frustration and all the little things really starting to add up. And there's a lot of times in this game where it just takes one game and you're just on a bad road. It doesn't look like they've had that, but it should be good for them here.
So as we did in our last tournament, we're going to take a bit of an extended break between now and our grand finals matchup, just to give both of these teams some time to rest up and for you guys to build up the anticipation, get hype. In the meantime, though, we're going to be premiering a brand new SI Not Found Overwatch video, going to be streamed right here. Once that video is over, we'll be back with our grand finals matchup between Fortnite Esports and Kung Fu Panda 3. Get excited. Don't go anywhere.